Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science, solve real-life problems in general mathematics, and learn how these subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on past topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road of knowledge with a smile. Our topic for today is about human impact on Philippine landforms and waterways from the Neolithic period to today. This is quarter 4, Earth and Space Science Lesson 7. Human impact on Philippine landforms and waterways from the Neolithic period to today. Our intended learning outcomes. At the end of this lesson, learners will be able to describe long-term human impact on the environment, trace the historical progression of how human activities from ancient times to the present have modified Philippine landforms and bodies of water. Identify specific activities and their consequences. Explain how activities like agriculture, mining, deforestation, and urbanization have led to tangible changes in physical landscape. Since the beginning of the Neolithic period, human activities in the Philippines have profoundly shaped the archipelago's landforms and bodies of water, while the scale and nature of these modifications have changed over time. The cumulative impact is a testament to the long-standing and often irreversible human-environment interaction. Neolithic to pre-colonial period, early modification. In the Neolithic period, 6000 BCE, early Filipinos transitioned from a nomadic lifestyle to settled agriculture. This shift marked the first significant large-scale modification of the environment as people began cultivating crops. They altered natural landscape to suit their needs. Terracing and irrigation. The most iconic example of these is the Banawe rice terraces in Ifugao. Built over 2,000 years ago by the ancestors of the Igorot people, these terraces are a masterwork of human engineering. The builders carved intricate steps into the steep mountainsides and developed a complex irrigation system to channel water from the mountain forests to the paddies. This is not this not only transformed a rugged mountains into a productive farmland, but also created a new man-made landform that has become a UNESCO World Heritage. Before clearing, early agricultural practices, including kaingin or slash and burn farming, involved clearing small plots of forest to cultivate crops. While initially small scale, this practice marked the beginning of a long history of deforestation, which has led to widespread soil erosion and a loss of biodiversity over millennia. Spanish colonial period to present, intensified exploitation. The arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century and the subsequent modernization in the 20th and 21st century brought about a dramatic intensification of resource exploitation, leading to more extensive and often destructive modifications. Mining. The Philippines' rich mineral deposits have been a target for large-scale mining since the colonial era. Modern mining operations, especially open-pit mining for copper, gold, and nickel, have drastically altered landforms. The process involves removing large amounts of topsoil and rock, creating massive pits and producing huge volume of mine tailings. A significant portion of this waste, which can contain toxic heavy metals, has been released into rivers and seas. For example, the 1996 Mark copper mining disaster in Marinduque famously led to the Mogpog River being declared biologically dead due to mine tailings spillage. Deforestation, driven by commercial logging and agriculture, and urbanization. Deforestation has accelerated over the centuries. The extensive removal of forest cover has destabilized mountain slopes, making them highly vulnerable to landslides and soil erosion. The lost trees also reduce the land's ability to absorb water, leading to more frequent and severe flooding in lowland areas. Coastal and waterways alterations. Human activities have not spared the country's bodies of water. Urban development has led to the reclamation of coastal areas and bays, altering the natural coastline and destroying marine habitats like mangroves and coral reefs. For example, large portions of Manila Bay have been reclaimed to create new land for commercial and residential use. In addition, the construction of dams, dikes, and fish ponds for agriculture has altered river flow, disrupted aquatic ecosystems, and contributed to the degradation of coastal environments. Our second intended learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to explain how human activities beginning in the Neolithic period have influenced the modification of Philippine landforms and bodies of water. Use evidence from secondary resources, archaeological studies, historical records, maps, and scientific research to support description of human environment the interactions. Trace the evolution of land and water use in the Philippines from early agricultural practices to modern industrialization and urbanization. Analyze both the positive contributions and negative impacts of human activities on landforms and water systems. Evaluate the importance of sustainable practices in addressing human-induced modifications of the environment. Introduction. Since the Neolithic period, 6000 BCE, humans have altered landforms and bodies of water to meet their needs for food, shelter, and livelihood. In the Philippines, evidence from archaeology, anthropology, and historical geography shows how early farming, settlement building, and later industrialization reshaped the environment. These changes have brought both advantages, the development, agriculture, resources, and challenges, deforestation, erosion, flooding, water pollution. Early human modifications, Neolithic period, 6000 BCE to 500 BCE. Agricultural beginnings. Evidence from sites like Cagayan Valley and Palawan shows early rice cultivation. Farmers cleared forests and grasslands for Sweden farming called kaingin. The impact, modification of slopes, early soil erosion, altered natural vegetation cover. We will have the next part of this quarter for Earth and Space Science, Lesson 7.